For years, the promise of a truly affordable electric car seemed more like a distant dream than a concrete project. While the electric vehicle market continued to grow, prices still kept a large portion of the population at bay. But now, it seems that story is about to change. Tesla, yes, the same one that launched a car into space and redefined autonomous driving, is about to make waves again, this time with the long-rumored Model Q. Also nicknamed the Baby Model Y by its most enthusiastic fans, this new car not only exists, it already has a launch timeline. And the most impressive part, it's expected to debut with a starting price of just $13,999. That price alone would already make headlines. But what makes it even more intriguing is the fact that this won't be a simplistic or limited model. Tesla's proposal is clear: to create a small, practical, efficient vehicle, one that still carries the brand's DNA, even while costing less than many used cars out there. And the movement has already begun. Prototyping, internal tests, and even calculated leaks are making the rounds. Expectations are only growing because, for the first time, Elon Musk and his team have moved from vague promises to clear confirmation. The Model Q is really coming. Of course, when it comes to Tesla, you can't expect anything ordinary. From the start, the company made it clear that the Model Q will be more than just cheap. It will be strategic. The idea is to open the doors of the EV universe to millions of people who still haven't had a chance to join. It's a bold move for a company that's always flirted with innovation and the future, but is now looking to plant its feet firmly at the base of the market pyramid. And from the looks of it, the goal isn't to just launch another car, but to introduce a new concept of affordability packed with cutting-edge technology. Interestingly, this move comes at a delicate moment for the sector. With EV sales growth slowing in some countries and discussions around tighter regulations, many expected Tesla to take a step back. But it didn't. Instead, it decided to go the opposite way and bet heavily on volume, targeting emerging markets, urban drivers, and young people who haven't yet bought their first car. And let's be honest, it's hard not to get excited about the idea of having a Tesla in the garage for a price that, until recently, seemed unimaginable. Many believed it was just another marketing stunt. But the leaked information, combined with recent statements from Tesla's team, makes it clear that this is no rumor. It's real. The Model Q is being developed based on technologies the company already masters, but adapted to a new vision, cutting costs without sacrificing what matters most. And that includes everything from the type of battery to the way the car is manufactured. In fact, that specific point, production, is where one of Tesla's biggest insights comes into play to make this model a reality without relying on financial miracles. The promise of affordability wouldn't come on its own. To launch an electric car for under $15,000, Tesla knew it had to reinvent how its vehicles are built. That's when an idea emerged that, at first glance, might seem toy-like, but in practice, represents an industrial revolution: the unboxed manufacturing assembly system. Instead of building the car in a single, sequential line, Tesla decided to treat the process like assembling Lego pieces. Each module is built separately, and only at the end is everything joined together in one big final fit. It sounds simple, but this model changes everything. This approach, aside from being ingenious, solves a series of classic problems in the automotive industry. In the traditional model, cars go through multiple stages, moving back and forth along the assembly line, requiring massive spaces and almost choreographed synchronization. With the unboxed system, production becomes more modular, more agile, and above all, cheaper. We're talking about up to a 50% reduction in production costs and a 40% savings in factory space. It's a change that hits the heart of manufacturing and, of course, the consumer's wallet. And it's not just about saving money. This new system also gives Tesla more freedom to experiment and innovate with its components. Since each part of the car is assembled independently, it's easier to test different materials, add new sensors, adapt technologies, or even create region-specific versions. It's as if the car is born with built-in flexibility. For a company looking to scale an affordable model globally, that's pure gold. And Tesla knows it well. Another major advantage is time. With traditional production, the pace is dictated by a system where an error in one stage can delay everything. In the unboxed model, since modules are assembled separately, any adjustments or corrections can be made without stopping the rest of the operation. This speeds up production and reduces waste. Two key points for keeping the Model Q's price as aggressive as it is without compromising quality. It's like replacing a symphony orchestra with a set of independent bands, where each tunes their instrument and then joins the stage in perfect harmony. This method of production isn't exclusive to Tesla, but the way the company is applying the concept at scale is what stands out. While other automakers are still experimenting with small modular adaptations, Tesla is already preparing to launch an entire model based on it. And the most incredible part? It's doing this inside its existing factories like Giga Texas without needing to build entirely new facilities. That shows the level of planning involved and the confidence that this system is here to stay. With the production model rethought and costs drastically reduced, the next key piece to achieving an affordable electric car was, without a doubt, the battery. After all, it's still the most expensive component of any EV. And this is exactly where Tesla made a bold and strategic move, adopting LFP, lithium iron phosphate, batteries for the Model Q. Less costly, safer, and highly durable, these batteries mark a new chapter in Tesla's EV history. Many turned up their noses when Elon Musk mentioned ditching nickel and cobalt. But the truth is, this choice makes perfect sense for a mass-market vehicle. LFP batteries aren't just cheaper, they're also more thermally stable. That means they don't heat up as much, reduce the risk of fire, and don't require complex cooling systems, which also cuts costs. This means the Model Q can be mass-produced without compromising safety or performance. And even with these advantages, it still delivers a respectable range, around 310 miles, or nearly 500 kilometers. For an urban vehicle, and even for longer trips, that number is more than enough to meet the daily needs of most people. But it's not just the battery chemistry that impresses. The way it's made also changes the game. Tesla hit a major milestone by managing to produce 536 cells per second at the Nevada Gigafactory, using its famous 4,680 cells. That represents a mind-blowing production scale, enough to supply over 500,000 vehicles per year. This level of efficiency is what makes it possible to deliver an electric car for under $14,000 without it sounding like a fantasy. And what's even more interesting, this entire production process is internal, with no reliance on external suppliers that could drive up the final cost. That in-house manufacturing independence is a detail many overlook, but it makes a massive difference in pricing. Since Tesla controls its own production chain, from cell creation to final assembly, it can cut out the middlemen and avoid those silent markups that usually pop up between the factory and the consumer. In other words, the promised price isn't just marketing. It's the result of a business model designed to run like a Swiss watch. Another figure that surprised even industry experts was the estimated cost of the 73 kilowatt-hour Model Q battery, around $6,200. That's half the price of a Model Y battery, showing just how far Tesla has come in energy efficiency and material optimization. Even with that level of savings, the company guarantees extremely high durability. And that's one of the biggest concerns for potential EV buyers: battery lifespan. But here, it seems Tesla has left little room for doubt. Once the heart of the car, the battery, had been masterfully addressed, the next natural step was the body that houses it all. And here too, the Model Q surprises. Tesla chose a design that blends aerodynamic intelligence with sophisticated minimalism. The result is a car that looks small from the outside, but offers a surprisingly spacious and elegant interior. It's 15% smaller and 30% lighter than the Model 3, weighing between 1,130 kilograms and 1,270 kilograms, already making it one of the lightest EVs on the market. But don't be fooled by its size. This car strikes a perfect balance between lightness and strength. The lighter weight improves performance, battery efficiency, and even urban handling, while the structure was engineered to maintain the high safety standards Tesla is known for. The exterior was sculpted with a drag coefficient between 0.20 and 0.22, making it one of the most aerodynamic cars on the planet. That means less wind resistance, better highway efficiency, and, of course, more range with less consumption. It sounds like luxury car specs, but it's real and coming in an entry-level model. Inside, Tesla kept the essence that's become its signature: functional minimalism. Everything is clean, with no excess, yet still feels high-tech. The central dashboard will feature a screen ranging from 7 to 12 inches, integrating navigation, vehicle controls, entertainment, and semi-autonomous driving functions. What's most impressive is that even while reducing costs, Tesla didn't compromise on visual identity or usability. It's simple, yes, but it's also stylish, practical, and highly intuitive. The materials used also reflect a concern with sustainability. Vegan leather, recycled plastics, and finishes that don't scream luxury. They whisper sophistication. Everything seems designed to make drivers and passengers feel like they're in a modern, functional, and, dare we say, futuristic environment. A special touch comes from the soft ambient lighting, which gives the interior the vibe of a techie sanctuary, even though it's a car meant for everyday city use. It's almost like stepping into a capsule of comfort and ease. Another interesting point is the seats. They were designed to be lighter and more modular without sacrificing comfort. The interior space, although compact, is cleverly optimized to allow 4 adults and 3 large suitcases to travel comfortably. It's the kind of solution that shows Tesla thought about people using the car not just as a means of transport, but as an extension of their lifestyle. And for those living in big cities or needing agility in traffic, the Model Q promises to be a true companion. Now, if you thought the Model Q would stop at good design, smart production, and an efficient battery, get ready. Tesla decided to take a step further. And that step has a name that sounds like it came straight out of a sci-fi movie: onboard technology. Even as the brand's most affordable model, the Model Q is expected to come packed with features that, until recently, were exclusive to Tesla's luxury vehicles. What's most intriguing is that all of it was developed with a laser focus on optimizing cost-benefit, without giving up what really matters to tech lovers. One of the highlights is the new 48-volt electrical architecture, replacing the outdated 12V system used in most vehicles to this day. That might sound like a minor technical detail, but it makes a huge difference. With this change, the car uses less wiring, weighs less, consumes less energy, and becomes even more efficient. For anyone constantly seeking maximum savings, this innovation is a major asset. And of course, it also opens the door to new electronic features that require more power without overloading the system. And speaking of new features, the Model Q will be the first Tesla to offer bidirectional charging, meaning the car won't just receive power, it can also supply it. This means the driver could charge another EV, power camping equipment, or even send energy back to their home during blackouts. This feature, known as V2L, vehicle to load, and V2V, vehicle to vehicle, turns the car into a kind of portable clean energy generator. It's one of those things you didn't know you needed until you find out it's possible. Another attention grabber is the integration with Tesla's supervised autopilot system. While the most advanced version of autonomous driving, FSD, will still be sold as an add-on, Tesla has confirmed that the Model Q will come with a solid foundation of autonomous features already built in. This includes automatic lane changes, pedestrian detection, traffic sign reading, and intelligent route recognition. Best of all, it's all integrated with Tesla's standard camera and sensor system. Not bad at all for an entry-level car. During a live stream on a gaming platform, Elon Musk casually let slip that the Model Q is already being tested internally with full self-driving capability. That revelation lit up speculation. Could this car really deliver everything the high-end models do for a third of the price? The possibility is real, and if Tesla manages to certify the technology in time, the Model Q could become the first car in its class to drive itself on authorized roads. Sound crazy? Maybe. But coming from Tesla, we've learned to expect the unexpected. With so much embedded technology, it's easy to forget a detail that, for many people, matters even more than design or range: the cost of keeping all of this running. And this is where the Model Q pulls yet another powerful ace from its sleeve. One of the biggest differentiators of this new model will be its incredibly low maintenance and operating costs, something that could completely change how people view the idea of owning an EV. And when it comes to Tesla, expectations are already high, but it seems they've even managed to surpass them. To start, the estimated cost per mile when driving the Model Q is expected to range between 4 cents and 6 cents, depending on driving habits and region. That's just a fraction of what it costs to drive with fossil fuels, especially in times of fluctuating gas prices. And the most interesting part is that this number factors in not only electricity costs, but also the durability of the main components, like the battery and drivetrain. In other words, this little car promises to be economical in every sense, not just in purchase price. And when it comes to durability, Tesla's latest figures are impressive. The Model Q's battery, for example, is designed to last at least 10 years while retaining around 87.5% of its original capacity. In real-world tests with other Tesla models, the average range loss was only 1% per year for the first 7 years. This debunks one of the biggest fears among potential EV buyers: the idea that EV batteries die quickly. Tesla is proving that's nothing more than a myth, and now they have the hard data to back it up. In addition, the automaker offers an 8-year battery warranty, which brings added peace of mind to those taking their first step into the EV world. This warranty covers up to 100,000 miles for the entry-level version and can reach up to 150,000 miles for higher trims. And it's not just on paper. If the battery capacity drops below a certain threshold during the coverage period, Tesla will repair or replace it at no extra cost. In a car that costs under $14,000, that's something practically unheard of in the market. Another important point: the Model Q doesn't require oil changes, spark plug replacements, or frequent brake pad changes. Its regenerative braking system, which recovers energy during deceleration, significantly reduces brake wear while also extending the vehicle's range. That means fewer trips to the mechanic, fewer surprise expenses, and much more peace of mind in daily life. And when maintenance is needed, most diagnostics can be performed remotely, with updates and system checks done through Tesla software. It's like having a virtual mechanic on call. And let's not forget the experience of charging at home, which is a huge relief for the wallet. For many people, being able to come home from work, plug in the car, and wake up to a fully charged battery is a comfort that's hard to put into words. Best of all, compared to refueling at gas stations, the annual savings can reach hundreds of dollars. Especially for high-mileage drivers, this becomes a major deciding factor. With the Model Q, the idea is to make that process simple, accessible, and automatic. With all these elements fitting together like pieces of a well-designed puzzle, there was only one question left on everyone's mind. When will this car finally hit the streets? And it seems the answer is already set. Production of the Model Q begins in the first half of 2025. The information came straight from Tesla's inner circle during the release of their Q4 2024 financial results. No more scattered rumors or vague speculation. Now it's official. Tesla's affordable car is on the calendar with a confirmed launch date. And of course, the place chosen to bring this ambitious project to life could only be one of Tesla's American factories, especially Giga Texas in Austin and possibly the Fremont facility in California. Both have the capacity, technology, and, most importantly, the production flexibility required to launch a brand new line based on Tesla's next-generation platform. What's happening isn't just the creation of another car. Tesla is paving a new path for global scale, and that demands an infrastructure capable of keeping pace. What's interesting is that Model Q production will blend current generation platform technologies with innovations from Tesla's next-gen platform. That offers an edge in agility and cost. Instead of waiting years to launch something completely new, the company is reusing what already works while improving strategic areas. It's a smart engineering move, leveraging the reliable foundation of previous models and injecting innovation where it really counts: battery, assembly, and onboard tech. But Tesla's plan goes beyond simply releasing a popular vehicle. Elon Musk has made it clear that the Model Q will be a key part of the future of shared mobility. The idea is to integrate this vehicle into Tesla's autonomous taxi network, currently being prepared for the coming years. And that changes everything. A car that's already cheap to buy and maintain now gains income-generating potential. Instead of sitting idle in your garage while you're at work or sleeping, the Model Q could be driving itself, transporting passengers, and putting money directly in your pocket. This vision of a car as an asset, not just a consumer good, is one of Tesla's most compelling promises for the near future. With the continued development of autonomous driving technologies, the Model Q could become one of the first vehicles in the world to operate independently, even under supervision, in urban networks. And the best part, it comes with the credibility of a brand that already has years of driving data and millions of miles driven by artificial intelligence. This isn't an experiment. It's a plan in an advanced stage.